I think we're live now. Yay. Hello. Welcome to 7 p.m. yoga class. As you can see, I am an adventurer, which means that you can come back and hang out with me in here and with our other awesome yoga instructors that we have going on. We are allowing, at least at this location, can't say for Brookfield, 6 people in the class so that we can create as much space so that it's safe for everybody here. Only requirement is just like in Adventure Off in general is that we wear a mask. You're more than welcome to bring your own mats, or you can borrow our mats and props as well. We have sanitizer spray and all that stuff that we take care of after each and every class. So come on in and have some fun. Or if you're like, my house is comfy, then you're going to stick around here for a minute, you can go ahead and do that too. So, for some nice slow flow action, we're gonna take things a little traditional here and just go with some fun warrior, goddess, and Trikonasana asanas today. So we can keep our focus on our side body, lower spine, hips, and maybe some hamstring action today. So hopefully that sounds great for you for our slow flow. Reminding, take it easy today. It's Thursday. It is the fun yoga class that we can be a little lazy on, but not too lazy. It's for us to take things slow so that we can pay attention to what feels right or what may need a modification in our body so we have a better understanding of our alignment. So, 2 blocks, you can bring a strap and bring a blanket. And if you have that set up, then let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and start in today's class with grabbing a block, placing it onto the mat underneath here, and we're going to start in a supported malasana pose. So we're going to rotate the shoulders all the way up towards the back, pressing the palms together, lifting up through the chest, and taking a few moments of breath here. Allowing us to not only connect with our breath, but allow the connection of our mat underneath our feet to come alive here, allowing the openings of our hip to be present. And most importantly, as we focus on this seated malasana here, is finding some core action, lifting your navel up 2 inches, lifting up through the spine, shoulders are closing behind, and our chest is shining through without overarching in the low spine. So allowing a strong elongation of our spine to be present. A little lower core action here. And a soft way to warm up our hips as we start to ground here. Taking these deep inhales in through the nose and out through the nose. And if you would like to, in the next breath, you can set intention for your practice, and then you can create some movement here. So we're seated onto the block for a little bit of elevation, and we're just finding very minimal internal rotations of our hip as we start to guide the right knee down in front, bringing the left towards the left side, and then the left knee down, right knee up. Finding very minimal twists into the thoracic spine. We're just really looking for some mobility here without putting too much pressure onto our hips. And then if you go ahead, in the next breath, rebend through the knees. You bring the feet together and remove the block. And as we remove the block, we're going to go ahead and place the feet together into butterfly pose. The shoulders are rotated towards the back. You either put your hands onto your feet, very gently bring the chest forward. And as soon as you find that straight spine, you can then take your hands onto the knees here, working the shoulders back, the chest is forward. And very softly, not applying forceful pressure, but just an intention of guiding your knees towards the ground. If it feels easier for us, we can start from the thigh down. And you'll notice in each inhale, as we find maybe a little lift into the knees, every exhale, we might start to feel more of an opening through the hips. You may notice that our knees are making its way more towards the ground. So now getting some external rotation or hip opening here. Then we can go ahead, rise up with the left knee. Exhale, release, rise up through the right knee. Good, and if you kind of find yourself in a little bit of a rocking motion here, either lifting up through the knee, or you could press the feet together, keeping the knees apart, engaging through the core, and allow yourself to just kind of essentially rock through the glutes here, so you can engage that too, so that our butt bones aren't crashing into the ground. So move with intention. So don't just like throw yourself side to side. Just allow yourself to very gently rock so that we're not putting a lot of pressure onto our glutes. Engaging through the core. Having some nice fun with this hip opening and stabilizing of the core. Chest is lifted, practicing keeping that straight spine. Human wiggle wobble here. Nice. Do 2 more rounds. Good. And then if you go ahead, move the legs forward, arms up, straight spine. Exhale, hip hinge, forward fold. Grabbing onto the toes here. Paschimottanasana. Good. So you can grab onto the feet, and if you can't, you can grab onto the shins. You're more than welcome to grab a strap and place it around the ankle bones to find the hip hinge. And as we are here in Paschimottanasana, we want to encourage knee rounding into the spine. And for some of us, it'll be a little difficult, so maybe this will be your Paschimottanasana today. And some of us may have a good fold here, but just like my body here, I have a pretty rounded thoracic spine. Looking into the chest, one more breath. Good. Go ahead and bring the left knee in. And as we bring the left knee in, you can take it to the outside of the right thigh for our first twist today. And then first twist, let's bring the arms up to the T. Inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, back out to the T. Inhale, twist. Bringing the left elbow, the right elbow onto the left thigh. Keep the chest lifted. Good. And then taking the left hand towards the back of the room. Rotating the shoulder back. Eye gaze over the left shoulder. Good. Just take it a couple breaths here. You can bring a block underneath your left hand if needed. You can also take the eye gaze over the right shoulder as you keep the chest lifted. Good, and then we can very gently release into the center. As we release into the center, you go ahead and cross that left leg over our right leg. And at this moment, if you have a strap, you can go ahead and grab a strap, keeping the left foot flexed, the right foot flexed. You can go ahead and place the strap around the ankle bone here. Rotate the shoulders back to the girdle, proud chest. And inhale, start the hip hinge. Lifting up your spine, the tailbone is back, the chest is forward. If you wanted to, you can come all the way forward, maybe bringing some roundness into the spine. Two more breaths. And then just slowly rise, straight spine. And then we can release the legs. Having the legs nice and straight, let's take the hands by your hips, rotate the shoulders back. Pressing our hands into the mat, not to lift up through the hips, but to lift up through the spine here. In our staff pose, let's go ahead and stay here for 5 breaths. You can then bend the right knee to the chest and take the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Bring your arms up to the T, palms facing up. Inhale, rise, center breath. And then as we exhale, release, we're going to twist over to the right side, placing the left elbow onto the right thigh and the right arm behind. Then bring the chest forward, eye gaze over the right shoulder. For engagement, let's go ahead and take the eyes over the right shoulder. You can slowly release. Stacking our right knee on top of the left. And if you're a skinny mini, a little bony bod like myself here, if you feel it's more comfortable to place a blanket in between your limbs here, in case if we're a little too bony, you can put a blanket for some comfort. And you can go ahead and grab a strap around your ankle bone, straight spine here, and exhale, just hinge. Just enough so that you keep the straight spine, feeling more of a stretch being present underneath our left thigh here. And then if you want to go kind of decompress here, you can go ahead and go a little forward. You can bring out to the feet. Just for a couple breaths. Slowly rise up. And then the next pose. We're going to go ahead and come into a seated box pose, essentially. So we're going to have the left shin parallel to the mat here. Good. And then we're going to have the right foot on top of the left knee, right knee on top of the left foot. So we're almost looking like a square here, nice little square pose. So it feels more comfortable placing a blanket underneath. You can also place a blanket underneath and kind of sandwich it over in between your legs if that is a little more comfortable so that your limbs aren't necessarily crashing into one another, so you can sit upon it and then also fold it over. So some nice comfort here. It's Thursday, we deserve to treat ourselves today. Good. Yes. And then from here, you have your blocks. You take your blocks to the sides of your hips. Rotate the shoulders back, pressing your hands into the blocks. And again, we're not trying to lift up through the hips. We're trying to straighten out through the spine, engaging the core, and just taking a few more moments of breath, flexing the feet, and pressing the right foot into the left knee, the right knee presses into the left foot, and vice versa. The feet are both pressing into the limbs. Straight spine for 3 more breaths. And as we have our shoulders rotated back, go ahead, rotate them back. Inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to exhale, hip hinge, forward fold, placing our hands onto the ground here. And so we're going to feel more of a sensation into the hips. Since technically we should not be crisscross applesauce here, we should be able to see an opening with our legs as we come into this hip hinge. Keep it nice and slow. Three more breaths. And we're going to slowly come up, straight spine. We're going to remove the blanket. And you can just go ahead and do a little windshield wipe into your knees. Get yourself nice and reset. And then we are going to take the right leg this time onto the bottom. Put the blanket over if you need to. And then placing the left foot on top of the right thigh, or left foot on top of the right knee, left knee, on top of the right foot. And you are going to notice that maybe the right hip comes up higher, or maybe it roots down more. And the last time, your left hip may have rooted more, or it, may rise a little higher. Our body was meant to be a little asymmetrical, but at least we know what we can pay attention to next time that we work with our practice. What areas need the most love. So as we have this box with our legs here, we can then take our hands and we meet them onto the blocks. Rotate our shoulders back, engage the core, find that straight spine. Good. Then on the next breath, put the palms up. And then inhale, rise all the way up towards the ceiling. You can take them forward first. That feels better. Rotate the shoulders back, lift it up. Straight spine. As we exhale, hip hinge, forward fold. Hands onto the mat or the ground in front of you. Good, and you can even press the hands into the mat to help bring your tailbone towards the ground. If it's rising. 3 more breaths. And to the third breath, we're going to slowly inhale, rise back up. Slowly remove the blankets. Go ahead and lift your away from your feet. And let's go ahead, come onto our mat. Inviting a blanket if you wish. Keep it for some nice support. We're going to bring your knees onto the mat here. Good. And so we're going to come into a variation or a sequence of child pose to supported plank pose and supported plank. Either we just come forward with our core engaged and your shoulders are going to be right above the wrists here. Good. The curl and the toes can be curled so we can get more exercise and a stretch conditioning into the ankles. So to start, let's go ahead, send the tailbone back. Good. High pose here. On the next breath, inhale, rise, supported plank. Exhale, child's pose. After inhale, engage the core, supported plank. Exhale, child's pose. And then go ahead and work through the sequence for a few rounds. I'll tell you when you can stop. Good, so we're getting some good mobility in through the shoulders here. And as we get it through the shoulders, we are also getting some elongation into the spine. Light exercise with the core. Two more rounds. Good, then the next time you come up, we're going to bring the hips right above the knees here. And then we're just going to take our arms forward and we're going to guide the chest down to the mat into Extended puppy pose, bringing the arms forward. You're more than welcome to place a block underneath your head if you need that additional support. 2 more breaths. We're going to slowly round into cat spine. Inhale into cow spine. And then walk yourself so that the mat is horizontal to you. So then as we are here, we're going to go ahead and bend the right knee into our chest and straighten the right leg behind us. And as we are balancing here, engaging the core, we're going to send the right leg flexed to the side, 3 breaths. And very slowly bring the right foot onto the mat here and come on up. Up onto the left knee, left shin. We're going to inhale, rise, bring the arms towards the ceiling. We're going to bring the right arm down and inhale. Side bend over to the right side of the room. Eye gaze. Keep the hand above. We're getting a good side body stretch, especially to the lower side body here. Just maybe bring the arm towards the back of the room. Chest is lifted. Good. Inhale, rise, both arms towards the ceiling. Then we're going to go ahead, arms to the teeth. We're going to take that left hand down, bringing the right arm towards the ceiling here. And then just taking a couple breaths, feeling a little bit of a side stretch into the right side body this time. And once you feel ready, you can flex through the right foot and then rise up through the hip into a variation of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, bringing the chest forward, the arms back. Three breaths. Slowly drop the right foot, and then pendulum. Swing that right arm down to the front of the mat, keeping the hips up. You're going to bring the forearms to the ground, head to the ground, so up towards the sky. Rooting the right heel to the ground, and clenching through the right buttock. Focusing on an inner thigh stretch here, 2 more breaths. Let's get a little twist action by bringing our right arm underneath the left arm and then temple to the ground. So threading the needle with the right leg extended to the side. One more breath here. And slowly bring the right hand back. Good. Come back onto your hands with the right leg towards the back of the room. Bend the right knee. And if you want to get that good cross stretch, you can grab onto the right foot, lift up through the chest. Good. Keeping the knee in. And then slowly release. Good, so shake it out, maybe hip side to side, maybe some cat-cow action here. Whatever is going to feel the best for you. Good. And I'm going to go ahead, bend the left knee into the chest, straighten the left leg towards the back of the room, and then flex it to the side. 3 breaths. If you start to feel cramping, maybe your hip is too high up, so you can lower your plank. You can then prop your left foot to the ground, and then rise up or right onto the right shin here. We're going to bring the left hand down, right hand to the side, and inhale, rise. Right arm towards the ceiling, and we're going to side bend over towards the left side. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, rise, both arms towards the ceiling. Lower the right palm and the left arm. Pendulum swing towards the front of the room. You will side body action with the left side. Good. And then bring the left arm up, arms behind, chest forward. And then inhale, rise, left leg, Ardha Chandrasana variation. Good. And then you can root through the left leg and walk your arms forward here. Keep the left leg extended. Hip hinging, bringing the hips up. Forearms to the ground. Possibly feeling an inner thigh stretch, as well as feeling our shoulder stretch here as we close them in. You can take the left hand and thread the needle with the left ear, left temple onto the mat or blanket. And then you slowly bring the left hand back to the right hand. And then lift up through the left leg, reinforce it back to the room. Bend through the left foot. And then with the right hand, take it behind, grab onto the left foot, press the left foot into the right hand. 3 breaths. Good. And then slowly release. Good. And then just coming into onto your seat. We're going to come onto our back. From here. Good. I know we said that we're going to go through some Trikonasana and warriors, but I ended up changing my mind very quickly to the practice because I felt a very different energy in my people. That this practice is serving you well. Go ahead and with your two blocks, we're going to create a makeshift bolster here. We're going to fold the blanket, blocks, stack, and we're going to stack the blanket onto the bolster. And I'm just going to keep it on to the right side for now. So as we come on to our back, we're going to start by going into a bow pose. We're going to rotate our shoulders towards, extend our arms out forward, rotate the shoulders towards the back. Engage to the lower core, lift up through the chest. Inhale, knees towards the chest. Keeping your feet flat, either pointed towards the front of the room, or we can point it towards the ceiling. And then if you'd like, you can straighten out through the legs. Maybe even grab the thighs behind if you wish. And inhale, rise, arch towards the ceiling. Nice and slow, stretch your arms to the front of the mat, close the bottom of the mat. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You should have a strap nearby. Go ahead and grab it. You're going to bend through the left knee. Plug the left knee in. Maybe create little circles here. Circles back. Take the strap onto the ankle bone here. And inhale, rise, left leg towards the ceiling. If it feels better, you can bend through the right knee to find where it feels good to have your left leg straight. And once you feel confident and comfortable, you can then straighten through the right leg. So from here, 30%, press your heel into the strap. Hold, take a deep inhale and hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale, release. Bring your leg closer to your body. One more time. Inhale, press the foot 30% into the strap. Deep inhale, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, release. Bring the leg closer. You're going to bring the strap to the left arm, right arm to the teeth. And we're going to inhale, open up the left leg to the left side. Three more breaths. Inhale, rise, left leg towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand to the strap, left arm to the teeth. And then inhale, send the left leg to the right side. Where the bolster is, just so we can have a little bit of support as we straighten out through the left leg. Keep the shoulders onto the ground. You may even stack the right hip underneath the left if that's comfortable for you. Three more breaths. And then we're going to very slowly Straighten out through the left leg, back up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to release. Move the strap. Having both knees bent. You can windshield wipe side to side. And then we're going to go ahead, keep the left knee bent, and move the bolsters over to the left side. And we're going to take the strap into the right angle here. Keep the left knee bent. And inhale, rise, right leg up towards the ceiling. Just taking a couple breaths, shoulders onto the ground. Once you feel comfortable, you can then straighten up to the left leg. %, press the right ankle into the strap. Take a deep inhale. Hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, release. Bring the leg closer. One more time, 30%. Press your heel to the strap. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, release. Bring the strap into the right hand. Pull the left arm to the T. Inhale, open up the right leg to the right side. 5 breaths. To the 5 breaths, inhale, right up, leg to the ceiling, left hand to the strap, right arm to the T. Inhale, twist your body over to the right side. Or left side, I should say, gaze over the right shoulder. Five breaths. After the 5 breaths we spent here, inhale, bring the right leg up towards the ceiling. And bend the knee, remove the strap. Windshield wipe side to side. Coming into our Shavasana today. We take our legs in front of the mat. Inhale, rise. Bring in our arms to the top. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Place your hands and your legs wherever is comfortable. As I give much gratitude for coming to the 7 p.m. class. Hope that you all have enjoyed what I presented to you tonight. I hope your body feels especially great for the rest of the day and for tomorrow. You can stay here in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. As always, thank you for coming to class, and namaste.